Today we are going to talk about the duration form, but before starting we should say something about the present perfect. That is almost a kind of present tense. If we say that something has happened or has been happening, we are generally thinking about the present as well as the past. We often use the present perfect, either simple or progressive, to talk about actions and situations which began in the past and which have continued up to the moment when we speak, or just before. We also use the present perfect to talk about a series of repeated actions which have happened up to the present. The present perfect is very often used with since and for. Since is used to say when something started. It's followed by a reference to a point of time, for example, since April the 27th. For is used to say how long something has been going on, and is followed by a reference to a period of time, for example, for 3 months. Now, if you want to make a decision about the use of either the present perfect simple or the present perfect continuous, when the action or the situation that began in the past are still in progress, we should pay attention to this. In the duration form with how long, for or since, we use either the present perfect continuous or the present perfect simple with dynamic verbs. Example: I've been reading or I've read this book on and off for 2 weeks now, but I still haven't finished it. Remember, it's much better to use the present perfect continuous when the action developed without any interruption, and the present perfect simple in negative sentences. I've been reading this book non-stop for the last 2 hours. I haven't put it down even for 5 minutes. But it is compulsory to use the present perfect simple with the verbs of state, also called stative verbs, feelings, perception, mind activity, will and possession. An example: Hannah's a good friend. I've known her since 1999. If the action or the situation that started in the past and are still in progress must be described without how long, for or since, we can only use the present perfect continuous. An example: I've been working on this report, but I still haven't finished it. If you want to highlight the fact that the action is developing in time, you can use all day, all week, and so on. Example: I've been reading this book all day, but I still haven't finished it. Of course, as it is for any continuous forms, this tense can only be used with dynamic verbs.